Hello there. Well, any fears that critics of the Nations Cup may have had prior to yesterday's opening between Egypt and Libya were quickly dispelled as the home team put on a fabulous display of their footballing abilities. Today we come to a match many have been looking forward to, as one of the teams, the Ivory Coast, is regarded by most to be the eventual winners of this tournament. Both of the teams in this match feature an array of players well known to fans outside of Africa. The Moroccans can boast defenders like Nebit from Spurs, Norwich City midfielder Safri, AS Roma's Carrillo and striker Yacoubi from Osasuna in Spain. The Ivory Coast has Premier League stars like Touré and Iboué, both with Arsenal, and of course the charismatic Chelsea goal-getter Didier Drogba, somebody tipped to be the man of the tournament. Eindhoven's Corner and Kalou from Paris Saint-Germain will also be looking to convince. There's a couple of anxious trainers waiting for the game to start. A lovely sunny day at the Cairo International Stadium, which is almost empty. Surprising, though, when you consider the calibre of today's teams, but quite usual for this tournament. Looks like Gun Hill on a Sunday morning. The Ivory Coast gets the game underway, and the Elephants set the pace in the opening minutes. Just watch these pictures. Morocco certainly hoping for something here, but they'll have to get rid of those inconsistencies we often see in their game. A bit of tentative touching now, and the first player hits the dust. And now we're coming up into the third. A header also sees the Moroccans looking there right up front now. The Moroccans determined to put the pressure on. They certainly have nothing to lose. But nothing came of this try, as you can see for yourself. After a further few decent tries, the Moroccans came close to leading again in the 11th minute. He's fighting his way through here. Pretty good cross, a good header, but that shot just went wide. Ten minutes into the game now, and we still haven't got anybody that looks like turning out the winning team. But in the 13th, Bonaventure Kalou is fouled, and the ensuing free kick is just the job for Didier Drogba. No, that was a pretty nasty one there. Now Drogba's getting ready. And will we see the team in front now already in the 13th minute? Drogba, his shot drops off the wall. Drogba's second chance leads to nothing this time around. Both sides now intent on getting something out of the match, although they showed a lot of respect for each other. Looks a bit like a cotton wool match at the moment, but we shouldn't be greedy just yet. Moving on a bit now, Akale made his move up in front and tried to break the deadlock, which led to a powerful header from Drogba. A ball which would have brought the Elephants in front if Nebit hadn't whipped the ball off the line. Now the Ivory Coast put the screws on. And they're back at it again. Akali again, but still no goal. That play continued now with the Moroccans turning the tables. A great run on goal. Haji getting the ball up there, but how could that one be missed? That was the closest either side got to changing the scoreline after a fine combination. Just the woodwork having something against the Moroccan lead. But with the quality Haji obviously possesses, you'd expect him to get that one in. Just wide. Furry crosses to Didier Drogba, who is promptly fouled in the area by Santander's Carrillo, and the ref, who was pretty far away, decided on a penalty for the Elephants. Drogba went down a bit theatrically, but who cares? He got what he wanted. Will he make it this time? Now watch him, he was caught there on the arm. But he certainly made the most of it. Well, he's got what he wanted anyway. Let's see if we can turn the tables now. Drogba concentrates, keeps his eye on the ball. Takes a few steps back, looks the goal in the eyes and whacks it in. Drogba concentrates and converts the spot kick. The foul player takes the responsibility and makes no mistakes. Didier Drogba from star ensemble Chelsea takes the Ivory Coast into the lead. The fans love that one. Yeah, lovely, lovely shot. Well placed. So we have a scoreline now that we expected. The Ivory Coast into the lead. But just seconds later, a foul on the other side leads to a free kick after some shocking defending by the Ivory Coast Arsenal defenders. The free kick from Kakuri was deflected, but goalie Tizzi got his fingers on it, keeping the Elephants out of jail. No goal as Kouassi denies Ragrabwi. Some great goalkeeping this time though. Will the Moroccans be able to pull a goal back with the ensuing corner? At first the ball went wide, then some danger. The second half got underway just the same as the first. Both teams back to their old habits of keeping them back, although the Moroccans had changed their tactics of waiting for balls from deep dimensions, which is certainly not the key to open up the Elephants' defence. Too much midfield congestion doesn't help the Moroccan campaign much either. Will they be able to pull a goal back? Two corners for Morocco now, the second taken by Safri, and Haji in a good position can't get the leather between the posts. Morocco momentarily the stronger side this half of the game. Typically African football really, although almost the entire squads of both teams actually play abroad. There it goes. No chance. Two corners in the space of 2 minutes, and neither of them led to anything. No chance now, no chance at the moment, I'd rather say, of the Ivory Coast getting into any danger at the moment. That's what it looks like. We're moving on now to the 59th minute. On the right flank, good run there. Another Moroccan corner coming up from Safri. There you go. So here's the corner I promised you. Across from Regragui, but the keeper's wide awake this time. The Ivory Coast seem content to bring their slim lead home as they take key player Didier Drogba off in the 65th. This could backfire, but apparently the player asked himself to leave the pitch. So it wasn't actually a tactical change. Kone comes on as a sub for the Chelsea man. And now Toure sets up a Kali, who nearly made it 2-0, but caught the ball on his wrong foot. His shot going straight into the keeper's hands. 2-0 would have tied it all up, but now the Moroccans still have time to get back into the game again. Now there was a little shock in store for the Elephants. Morocco worked their way up front, Hadji volleys, and it looks like it's in the net. But it was just an optical illusion. The ball went behind. Hadji's third shot wide of the goal, and it's still 1-0 for the Ivory Coast. Just watch this now. There you can see it. From this angle, it's easy to spot. But for a minute there, we all thought that they'd brought it up to 1-1. And now, another chance for Morocco. Cross finds nobody. Hadji tried his best, but he was to reap no rewards at this stage of the tournament. As the minutes ticked by, the more dreary the match became. A fairly unspectacular second game in the 2006 African Cup, with a satisfied Ivory Coast who face Libya next Tuesday and seem certain to go through to the next stages. The Moroccan side just too lacklustre.